So look at all these masks. Have you made a mask yet? Have you went to millionmasks.org and made a mask? Have you made one on the postcards that you found in either a store or at a workshop? If you have, then you know what this is about, right? You know all of these masks were created by people who wanted to share what was happening on the front of these masks, what we let the world see about us on the outside, and what things we don't let people see. And what we can see over and over again in our schools and in society is that a lot of masks are falling off. Sometimes intentionally and sometimes with an overload of pressure and worry, they're kind of exploding out in the world. If you haven't noticed our schools and our challenges with educators and teachers and students reacting and teachers behaving different ways, like our schools are in crisis. And what we're looking for right now is people who want to make a difference in what's happening with our young people in school. And so if you're an educator, teacher, coach, counselor, we create a training that is going to provide you with some resources and tools. But more than the resources and tools, which is the easier part, is the mindset of how we're going to improve what's happening with our young people today. Listen, my algorithm on my phone watches a lot of chaos happening in our schools. So I see a lot of it. I see a lot of it around the country, around the world, and I see a lot of it right here in the Bay Area. Bullying, fights, weapons, guns, violence, depression, overreaction of young people whose emotions are fragile. And as adults, sometimes we may not have all the knowledge of how to solve all of their individual problems. But do we have the heart to let them know that we see them? We're not looking for teachers who are just in this for 1 year and about to leave. That's not who we're looking for. We're not in this for people who are just passing through education. We're looking for people who are committed to transforming how our young people connect to schools and how schools connect to our young people. One mask at a time. And listen, right now, more than ever, I'm tired of seeing the violence happening in our schools. So far this year, if you haven't been paying attention, I'm going to miss some of them, but I'm going to tell you what I know for sure. And I'll probably go from the most recent to the earlier ones. There's been a stabbing where students videoed a young man being stabbed multiple times. Like, as if something didn't affect them, that they were watching someone being hurt. Guns, shootings. There's been 2 shootings. And listen, I'm just tired of waiting back. And so what we've done at Ever Forward is we've decided that we are creating this training. The training, we moved it from December. It was going to be December. We moved it to February to give people more time to register, to give people more time to get involved. And listen, if you know that you are passionate about changing education, you need to be in the room. And I'm not saying that if you're not in the room, you don't care about education, but I'm going to tell you, it's not going to fix itself. We cannot wait for the district offices. We cannot wait for the people with big titles to fix it. We as educators, I am a former teacher. I'm a former administrator too, and I'm clear about where I had leverage. We need to do something. If you don't know that your emotions are fragile, and maybe you have a good command of your emotions, but here's what I know with young people that we see all over, who make these masks and who say, on the front of my mask, here's what I'm dealing with. Here's what I'm letting people see about me. And on the back, sometimes it's the opposite. Now, we don't tell them they shouldn't have masks. We're saying, who do you go to when you're having a tough time? Who is the people you can trust? And if you don't have that, if you as adults don't have that, where do you think our kids are going to go? And so my work today, more than ever, requires us to ask hard questions. And the hard question starts with, how are you doing? For real. What are you saying that no one's hearing? What do you need to be saying that you're not saying? Whatever those magic series of questions that are going to help young people to find a way to navigate through that mask so that they can feel more whole and more alive. So, if you are a teacher, educator, parent, coach, and you feel you need some resources and tools to navigate how we serve our young people today, then you should be at this training. That's it. I don't have no fancy things flying across the screen. I don't got no fancy brochures for you. I'm telling you, as a person who has been in this work for 18 years, almost 19 years, 2004 is when the Ever Forward Club started. I did not know this was going to be happening 19 years later. This was not my plan, but I'm 100% clear that this is my purpose. And so I'm inviting you along the journey with us. This will be our first training. I encourage you to be at the first one. There will be others, but I encourage you to make time, make space, talk to your principal, whoever needs to be the one to fund it. There is money for professional development. And the challenge is most schools don't use it for that. There's resources out there. So don't ever worry that there's not resources. If you're in the Bay Area, there's trainings in the Bay Area. There's plenty of resources here in the Bay Area. If you're stuck on where those resources to start, let us know and we'll try and guide you to some of them. But there are resources out there available. We are right now in a place that I would not sit back and watch another tragedy and feel like, oh, Shanti, you should have tried something. And so we're going to do our best. This is what we're giving. And so it's not we're not giving it. There's a cost to it because we need you to know that for 18 years, we've been trying things, testing things, and we don't got it perfectly figured out, but we are making progress. With over 65,000 masks from more than 30 countries, people are sharing it when we make the space for them to do that. So we look forward to seeing you in the seat. We look forward to you being a part of this movement. We look forward to you being a school who says, you know what, we're going to help our students see what's going on behind the mask. We're not going to wait to have all the answers figured out, but we're going to start, do something. That's what we're looking for. And we're looking for you right now. So get signed up. The link is somewhere here. I don't know what platform you're watching this on, but the link is here. Million Mask Movement, the Train the Trainer for Taking Off the Mask workshop. We look forward to you being a part of this journey with us, and we'll see you soon, folks. Take care.